What is up, everybody? Welcome to Geeks and Around. I'm your executive producer, DeAno Jackson. We are, of course, all very excited to be here to discuss the very first episode of Season 6 of Game of Thrones, The Red Woman. Let's go ahead and introduce the rest of our crew real quick, starting off, of course, with our editor-in-chief, Matt Moore. Matt, what did you think of this episode?
I thought it was pretty good. I mean, believe it or not, like the twist at the end, I actually did kind of sort of see coming. Because I knew there was something going on with her, but and that was the big deal for most people. I did hope to expect to see more going on with Jon Snow himself instead of the people around him, but maybe we'll see that next week. But overall, I enjoyed the episode.
All right, good to go. How about you, Lou? What'd you think of this one?
I enjoyed the episode as well. You know, HBO Go was a little rocky at first, but I mustered through it.
There you go. How about you, Charles? What did you think of this one?
I liked it. I liked it a lot. I was a little disappointed because there wasn't a whole lot of focus on Jon Snow, but I'm sure they're going to drag that on throughout the entire season. And then, of course, the scenes with Daenerys Targaryen were fantastic. So pretty much the episode overall was very enjoyable.
Yeah, it's like I got a kick out of this one too. I really was not expecting to have any resolution on the whole Jon Snow issue right quick, because I mean, given that's one of the biggest deals that came out of last season, and dare I say the last book as well. I don't think that's something that's going to be gotten to right away. So I was kind of expecting a slow burn on this one, and the slow burn is pretty much what I got. It's like kind of, reintroducing it's like a bunch of characters and a bunch of their situations and things of that nature. I thought it was really well done.
Oh, and I expected Bran. I expected Bran to be back this episode, and we didn't get Bran.
Yeah, it's like I think we're getting Bran either next week or the week after that. It's like I was reading some of the show descriptions. It's like I'm trying to stay away from too much into spoiler territory because this is like a whole new experience for me watching Game of Thrones, having already read all the books. It's like up until now, I pretty much knew what was going to happen on the show. Now, I have no idea. And I kind of like that. Yeah, so it's like I'm going with it. It's like, yeah, it's like just full. It's like, yeah, it's like not even thinking about any spoilers or anything like that. It's like, oh, we're just going to see. But it's like, I guess the first thing we should talk about is like, let's just go ahead and skip to the end. It's like, real quick. The Red Witch is really, really old.
Oh, God, that was disgusting.
Yeah.
Well, that's just it. Is you gotta. Witches are witches, and therefore, at least in fantasy world, witches are witches, and therefore are supposed to be ugly and disgusting and old and crotchety and everything else. And all of a sudden, we have this person running around who claims themselves to be a witch. I don't know. I kind of almost sort of expected something was going on with her.
Shit, I
because
know.
You don't become
I'm gonna go
that powerful in 30 years. You just don't.
Well, I was going to say, the thing is that with her, throughout all the seasons that I watched, when she was first introduced, all the way through seasons 3, 4, and 5, not once did I suspect that she was basically sort of just an illusion, and that she really looked like an elderly woman. I did not see that coming. Now, should I have seen it coming? Maybe, but the thing is, I got to admit, she was distracting because she's just too goddamn hot. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. Yeah.
Well, that's just it.
Okay.
I didn't necessarily think that she would look like an elderly woman, but I did suspect that she was much older than she appeared. The only difference is that now we actually see that she is. My thought is that she just was someone who didn't age. That was kind of my thinking, but obviously that's not the case.
Yeah,
it's like that was actually kind of my thinking as well as like that she was simply unaged, and yeah, so that was like oh wow, guess not. Putting that magic to good use then, I say.
Well, yeah, I mean, I had a suspicion that she was really old and not. I knew because I had a feeling it was an illusion because she had so much of the Fire Lord, and I'm saying is it Fire Lord or whatever her god is. And he is proven to have some magical abilities.
The Lord Light.
Who cares?
The name of the
Anyways.
god is the Lord of Light.
Anyways, Fire Lord. He has a lot of magical powers and privileges, right? So it was like, okay, it was pretty possible that her look itself is pretty much make believe of pretty much a smoke and mirror. So this was not really to me that shocking because it was like, okay.
She is known as the Wrinkle Queen.
Yeah, we knew. I knew I was going to say that too. I just knew he was going to say like,
Well,
Wrinkle Queen.
When I was watching seasons 3, 4, and 5, and then seeing her go do all her crazy antics, I was basically calling her the fire bitch. That's what I was calling her.
I think we actually all called her the fire bitch for a while.
Yeah, we all did, man. You're late. You're late to the party, damn.
Yeah. Called her the red bitch.
Or just pretty much the evil bitch.
Yeah. Well, I mean, come on. I mean, you know, I know you guys probably already talked about this. I got to bring it up. She burned Stannis' daughter alive.
No, that was
fuck?
Stannis. No, that was Stannis' own doing.
Yeah, but you know that was so last year, Whedon.
Yeah, that was. So
We
was
talked
Red
about that last year.
Well,
You were too busy playing your game.
Well, thanks to you, Lou. No, I wasn't. It's just I didn't have access to fucking HBO.
Because he's broke,
still
folks.
don't.
He's very, very broke.
Yeah, so it's like Charles is kind of new to the whole Game of Thrones thing. As a matter of fact, Charles, I think you wanted to say something about your whole watching experience and catching up to where we're at right now.
Yes, I do, and I'm only gonna touch on two things that really did like stick with me. First thing is that it's when Theon comes and he gets caught up, and they pull his pants down and they say, "I'm gonna fuck you into the dirt," and I'm like, "What the fuck?" And then the next thing that I want to say is right after Joffrey dies, Cersei is standing over her son's body, and then Jaime forces her down and rapes her right next to their son's dead corpse. What the fuck?
Well, DeAno already talked about this. It was in the book as well, and it wasn't translated well on TV. So it wasn't. It wasn't really rape. It was just confusing as hell why that was happening to the viewers who haven't read the book like myself.
It was just rough
I
sex.
never read the book, so I never read.
The scene with Theon that you're surprised by is that scene, and not the scene where the girls get him hard just so Ramsay can cut off his dick and balls.
To be honest, I was expecting something like that to happen. So when it happened, I was like, "Oh, okay, that's what's happening. All right."
Okay.
Well, yeah, but
He sent it to his sister.
It's the fucking
Also,
Boltons, man. It's House Bolton. Those guys are sadistic fucks.
oh,
And
no,
not only
Ramsay,
did he send it to his sister, but from what we can tell of his sister, she probably uses it.
Hey, everybody got to have their own toys.
Yeah, that's true. It's Game of
The
Thrones.
woman with Ramsay, that's his sister.
What?
No,
No.
remember
Theon
when
Greyjoy
Theon
has
was
a
about to
sister.
get on the boat and all the
Yeah, that was in
the
season
making fun of
2.
him, and then the woman
was-
comes out and he doesn't know that she's his sister.
Wow.
That was season 2, and I was originally caught up to season 2. So yes, where they're riding on the horse and he starts fingering her when they're riding on the horse.
Wow.
Yeah, I remember
He
that.
said the whole word. Wow. Thanks, Whedon. Thanks for keeping it all PC centric.
What?
This is an NC-17 show, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, we had wrinkled old ladies, the whatever those guys wanting to rape Daenerys. Dude.
Oh my goodness, that was. Can we talk about that scene for a brief second? I didn't
Let's
really
do
care
that.
for it because I didn't care for that scene because like she said, oh, I was married to I'm missing the guy's name already.
Drogo.
Yeah, Drogo. Of course.
Called Drogo.
Yeah, it's like you should have said this like in the season final. You could have said that, or maybe you could have said it sooner. I'm just pretty much saying. So that was kind of like a pointless scene to go through. Like, oh, you could have said that, Daenerys. You know, they should have
Well,
done
no,
this too, by the way.
No, that's not how it works. You don't tell the soldiers that information. You tell the commander that information. The reason being is because if you tell the soldiers that, they go, oh, in that case, we're just going to rape you and kill you here. That way we can't get caught.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's confusing customs.
To be honest, I
That's
was.
why you tell that
to be
information
honest,
to the commander.
Yeah, but I don't like Daenerys.
Originally, when they were leading. Originally, when Daenerys was actually going with the Dothraki, I was actually expecting her to be like raped a lot, and I was sort of like getting ready for the cringe moments. But when that happened, when she said that she was the wife of Khal Drogo, and then he was like, "No one will hurt you. You have my word," something like that. I was like, "Okay, that's unexpected." And then, but of course, yeah. But of course, when she asked him to take her back to Marine, I didn't think that it was going to be as simple as that. And when he said that that's not where he's going to take her, that they're going to take her to that main settlement where they go to the temple where the widows of the various Khals grieve and mourn their loved ones. It was. I didn't expect it to play out that way, but I also wasn't surprised.
I had a hard time understanding what he was saying till you said to me, we were like, "Oh, okay, that's what he meant." It was like, what the hell does he mean? All that jargon back and forth, like.
Dude,
yeah, pretty much.
But knowing the show and knowing the Dothraki, it's very possible that they're going to take her to some place where the widows grieve, and the widows have to grieve in death, and they're just going to take her there and kill her, so she can take her husband.
Well, no, I don't think they're going to take her there and kill her. I think what's going to happen is that she's going to go there and she will not be allowed to leave. Nope. Basically, she has to stay there and eventually grow old, and then she dies.
Yeah, but now
clearly she's going to be rescued.
I don't think.
I'm fairly certain that she's
and
going
GotR
to
are on their way. So there's that.
And we've seen in the trailer that her dragon flies over that herd. I think her dragon's going to save her. She ain't never making it to that temple.
Of course, her dragon always saves you.
Well, the thing, I think it's more likely that the dragon is going to save her because you have Mormont, you have Mormont, and then the other guy, I can't remember his name, Viserys, I think is his name or something. What?
Dario and Ser Jorah.
Dario and Ser Jorah. Okay.
Look, we didn't.
I don't think the two of them.
Playboy and Teddy Bear.
Okay. Yeah, I don't care. But no,
Teddy Bear kicks fucking ass in the season finale, so
I don't.
Teddy Bear will never be able to touch Daenerys because she don't want him.
Exactly.
He'll never be able to touch Daenerys because he's 3, maybe 4 times her age.
Well, he betrayed her too.
She don't want him.
And not to mention that he's very, very close to being dead.
Yeah, plus he betrayed her too. He betrayed her, so
he's going to become a snowman.
Anyway, Charles.
But I think it is extremely likely that if they try to rescue her from a horde of Dothraki of over 10,000 people, they don't stand a snowball's chance in hell of succeeding.
And that's
even if they try to sneak into their camp, even if they try to sneak into their camp, they will get caught, guaranteed.
Yeah, there's no doubt on that. But that's just it. Is right now they think that they're following. I mean, that circle that was made around Daenerys, that was probably 200 horses.
Yeah,
maybe 200 horses at the most. Now they're in a horde of like 10,000. Like, they're not prepared for that many people. They can't sneak past that many people. There's going to be some light sleepers in that fucking group. It's not a question.
Yeah. But
her only hope is her dragon.
Basically, it's like, it's her dragon again who saves her.
The dragon
again.
is the only one that has a chance.
Yeah.
But I mean, I like what they did. The way this show was structured this week was great. Start off with the conclusion of Jon Snow.
I love that one. I love that.
Like it said, Jon Snow is dead. The question is, who will he be resurrected to be? Because he's coming back.
Well, I think that if Jon Snow does get brought back, because it's pretty likely that he will, he's still going to be Jon Snow, how forced into becoming a servant of the Lord of Light, meaning that if he tries to become his own person again and not serve the Lord of Light, well, then Lord of Light and the Fire Bitch are going to pretty much just take his life back, and he'll be back to being dead.
I think
so. He's going to be forced to work for them.
I don't see that happening.
I like the theory, but I am pretty sure that Melisandre currently is done with the Lord of Light.
She is done.
Because the Lord of Light has lied to her so many fucking times, and now she has to face it.
Yeah, Stannis is dead.
That last scene was all about was her stripping away the lies.
Right, she was done. Like, I'm done. I'm so done.
You know what? She could be done.
Resurrect Jon Snow and then be like, all right, let's fuck our own brains out and fuck the Lord of Light. He gave me this power, and I'm going to use this power however I want, not in service to him, because I've already served him for a couple hundred years.
What if her vision was correct?
If she were to,
and she's just mistiming
if she was
it.
to use her,
if she was, say that again, Lou?
What if her vision of Jon Snow being back home, saving it, was correct? It's just mistimed, and she didn't catch it properly, because he could have died here. Chances, remember, in the trailer, there's a new Red Witch. And we're kind of going to get that, probably not next week, but maybe the week after, because like y'all said, I believe Melisandre's done. Because there's been photos floating the internet showing that she has taken that necklace off before and stayed in her form. So I think once she took off, and then right before she took off the necklace, it kind of glowed red. What if she transferred that power in that necklace over to Jon Snow, and now someone else needs to come by to finish the resurrection?
That'd be cool.
What if she's putting the necklace on Jon Snow's brings him back?
That would also be interesting.
Yeah, it would be, and it wouldn't be like a cheap way of bringing some character back. It would be really cool if we see how everything went out and how Jon Snow can actually come back and save mankind from the White Walkers.
And then remember, we're also getting back that dude from, I can't remember if it was season 2 or 3. That was the male version of the Lord of Light guy. He's in this season as well.
Oh, is it? That's cool. But I like to discuss about that the Night Watchers. I like that a lot because they were very honest. Like, yeah, we killed Jon Snow. Yes, he was doing the right thing, but it could have been the destruction of us. Like, are you insane? There was White Walkers over there, and you need everyone on board to actually fight them. But you killed
I gotta say,
Jon Snow saw the big picture.
Jon Snow was following a strict regimen of brutal honesty and honor and everything else that was taught to him by his father. Which is supposedly, in theory, what the Black Watch is all about. However, I don't think he saw necessarily the big world picture.
The Night's Watch.
Right.
He saw an ideal version of the big world picture, but I don't think he saw the reality of the big world picture. And I think he was doing the right thing, and that was great. But they've got a point, too. We don't know that these people aren't... These people have been raping and pillaging villages for a long fucking time. And now you're like, okay, stop raping and pillaging us. Here, have some cities, have some towns.
But like
Isaiah,
saying, go ahead.
To your point, the crew that knows about most of those White Walkers were in that room. None of the other dudes that were in the other chamber with dipshit Sir Douchebag know anything.
But like the old saying,
they know the threat. Sir Douchebag don't.
Right.
Sir Douchebag might meet them later this season. And
yeah, because all this
speaking of that, when are we getting the White Walker?
Sometime this season.
When are we getting the White Walker? Well, is it going to be before halfway or after halfway?
You'll know them when you see them.
Right. They're not ready yet.
I'm going to go tweet the show.
It's not like they're RSVPing, Charles.
Right.
Well, I've been waiting for the White Walker since, I don't know, season 2?
Because they're white.
You started watching Game of Thrones. Fuck off. You just started watching it.
It's because they're white. That's why. We want to see the white folks. Not the black folks. We want to see the white folks.
Nigga, I've been reading the book since I graduated high school in 1999. Fuck you.
1999? I was in middle school. No, I was in grade school that time.
Tell me about what the fuck you've been waiting for.
So in this case, DeAno's been waiting for book 6 for a long fucking time.
It's never gonna happen. But get back to the show itself. But the Night Watch, how everything played out, I loved it so much. How pretty much his own friends itself was very small, but they actually still respect Jon Snow for doing what he is, Jon Snow. And how the Night Watch actually perceived it, they really mix words. Like, yeah, Jon Snow was a good guy. Like I said before, like we can't do what he's doing because we don't trust these people. No, in fact, they don't know the real threat. Like the old saying, "My enemy is my friend," is that you need that enemy to fight off what's going to come. So it's going to be really interesting how it all plays out, because that's what I like so much, because I was very worried that they're going to do something really stupid, but they're doing something very smart. I love how it was playing out. I want to see more of it.
Little douchebag is going to take an arrow to the eye.
I hope so, because that was really fucked up. Like, wow.
They raped and killed my family. Fuck your family.
Exactly. He defended the wall.
To worry about right now.
He defended a fucking wall. He killed a one White Walker with a fucking sword. It was a special sword, by the way, I know. But still, it is Jon fucking Snow. You can't kill him because of your own pettiness.
Valerian steel.
Okay, one thing that just came across my mind, where is Tarly?
Who?
Tarly who?
Was Tarly in this episode? Sam.
Who the fuck is that?
Sam Tarly. Jon Snow's
Sam. Sam is busy on a boat getting his rocks
Sam
off.
School or whatever it is.
Yeah.
He's learning to be a librarian.
Oh, yeah,
so
Sam,
he went with
Citadel?
What?
The Citadel, wasn't it?
I
I thought
don't
it was
know.
called the Citadel.
He's learning to be a magister or whatever.
Yeah, he's starting to be something. He's done with the Night Watch. Put it like that.
No,
No,
he's
he's
not
not
done
done
with
with
the
the
White
Watch. He's learning how to be a Meister, as like, one of their doctor people. That's what he's learning to do.
Yes.
Okay,
He's
cool.
also
That's
doing
what's
that.
up.
It's
Okay,
not
that's cool.
close. By close enough, you mean not remotely the same thing? Then yeah, I agree.
I say it's cool. Jeez, he saved someone's life instead of taking it. Jeez, gotta be so naked deal. Jeez.
Yeah, but
You
Well,
said
I
he's
don't know.
done with Night's Watch, as if that's possible.
So,
I'm saying
yeah.
he's got to kill
Yeah, the only way,
save people.
the only way that you're done with the Night's Watch is if you're dead.
Yes, like a certain gentleman who,
resurrected.
stabbed 18 million times.
Yeah. Hey, but when he comes back, his obligation to Night's Watch is over. It's like, yeah, you're a Night's Watch member until you die, which he did. So, moving on.
Yeah, but
Who liked the snare steaks this week?
moving on to can we talk about Arya, because that was a really interesting scene with Arya. Wasn't that
Before Arya.
It was still
No,
cool.
that was not an interesting. I've seen that scene. It was season 1 of Daredevil.
I knew someone was gonna say like she needs sticks. She needs sticks as a good master, because no face dude was like he sucks.
You know what? I'm gonna come out and say it. I'm gonna come out and say it. With blind Arya basically training to be a fighter, that's gonna lead her to become one hell of a badass fighter. She's probably gonna be able to kick all kinds of ass by the end of the season. I'm certain.
Oh yeah.
But
I think so.
there was some more interesting plots with the sand snakes, because they some devious bitches.
Oh yeah.
Oh
Hey,
my fucking
man.
god!
I didn't see any of that shit coming. It's like, I didn't think they had it in them to do a full-on takeover like that. But
Yeah,
holy
right.
fuck, dude.
I mean,
They killed
I
Bashir.
thought they were
They
assholes for killing the Cersei's daughter, but then they fucking do that shit like right after.
Yeah, it was gangster,
Yeah,
man. It was like straight gangster.
they killed.
These bitches
killed
want
Julian
more.
Bashir.
Yeah, but one thing about that whole
Man,
scene,
you don't kill Bashir.
but one thing about that scene itself altogether is that
Well, not
I wish
anymore,
I wish we would have seen more of the people itself that did not like their prince. I would like to see more like, or if they would have explored even more in like later
Isaiah, we
episodes.
don't need that.
But
What
I
they
would like to
did
see.
was just perfect. We don't need all that backstory of their people not liking the dipshit
Doesn't
that
have to be
sits in
long.
the
It's
wheelchair
like-
all day.
Exactly like-
Think about it. These girls are so pissed off with the Lannisters, but yet they fail to realize her husband and their father was the dipshit who was taunting the mountain on the floor when he had the perfect opportunity to kill him. Oh, say
Well,
you
he's
raped
still
my
fine.
sister. Okay, I'm just going to pop your fucking eyes out like a pimple since you're a
Well-
dipshit and don't stab me.
Well, to be fair, he won that
I'm
fight.
inclined to agree. I'm inclined to agree with Lou, because what he should have done is, instead of being all bent out of shape about trying to get him to confess, he should have just accepted the whole situation as it was and kill him before he had the chance to kill him. Because as long as the mountain is still breathing, people will die.
But what's the thing about the sand snakes? The tree itself, they care about their own people itself. Unlike the Lannisters, they don't really care much about themselves or their people or whatever. But the sand snakes, they do care a lot. So
The
that's why-
Sand don't give a shit about anything except their own, and only the
Exactly.
female
That's what I'm
side
talking
of
about.
their own.
The
That's what I'm talking about.
Lannisters only care about incest.
Right, they care about incest.
If the Sand Snakes cared about their own, they wouldn't have killed the fucking prince.
Well, the prince, he said the prince sold out because he was too soft and this and that. What she
That's
said.
not sold out. That's not giving a shit about your own.
Yeah, they were looking out for their own.
The only thing they give a fuck about is the female side of their family. Everyone else, fuck off.
Well, they got the people support, so it was like, yeah, fuck him.
Isaiah, the Sand Snakes only care about one thing: avenging their father and starting a fucking war, because that's what they've wanted since season 5.
Yeah, and I don't see this war going to be played out very
spelled it
fast.
out for you. We want to kill every last Lannister.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about the war. So I'm talking about how you get the majority support of actually doing this. I didn't know they were doing it by themselves, but how they killed their king, their prince, that is.
Dude, it's simple. That lady spelled it out for you. You did nothing when your brother was killed. You did nothing when they raped your sister. So that's going to cause the people in your army to kind of have no faith in you because they consider you weak.
Or a sellout because you didn't do nothing.
So her killing him.
That's not sellout. That's not a sellout. That's just being weak.
It's a sellout though. Sellouts are weak.
No, it isn't.
Selling out implies that they somehow got money for doing something. Money is not involved in this equation, Isaiah.
Hey, we don't know that yet. We gotta see some more things behind this thing.
They spelled it out for you.
God damn my head.
They simply spelled it out for you. You were a weak person. You're going to get killed because you're weak. How much more shit do you need for them to explain? Oh, let's go talk to every fucking citizen in the town to find out if they like our prince and lord. No, they're not going to do that. I mean, they're not going to be Tywin and fucking Cockless, man, walking down the streets of fucking Marine, looking at all the citizens and figuring out how to make the next move to get the people behind their side.
Maybe a person, I'm going to save it for detail. I love more detail through my shows. It's a curse.
All right.
We want more
they ended up killing him because of the fact that he didn't do shit. Also, they ended up killing him because of the fact that this is not the only time he's shown himself to be weak.
Right.
The fact that he's hobbling around the fucking city, the fact that he has to lean on people, the fact that he's a cripple, and this is not me saying bad things about a cripple, but in this society, that's a very bad thing.
It is. And
the other thing was he let Jaime Lannister go.
Yeah,
he let Jaime Lannister go, exactly.
Yeah, he let him live. And
because he was empathetic, because he actually cared, because he was sympathetic, that in many people's eyes in that society is weak.
I have one question. What happened to Jaime Lannister's partner from last season?
That's a good question.
Because I thought he got on that boat, or was I mistaken?
Yeah, and also, wasn't the prince's son on that boat as well? Because
yeah, that motherfucker got a spear through his fucking back of the head.
No, I'm not talking about that. No, I'm talking about what his soon-to-be, well, quote-unquote, not her fiance was. They were on the boat together at the end of the season. I was like, oh, yeah, are they in the same boat? But then I was a little bit confused, like how that was
the daughter
down. And she poisoned the daughter.
It was just the daughter. It wasn't. No, the son was not on the boat with them. If he was, he would have been in the same room as Jaime and the daughter. But he wasn't there. So he would have been there with her because they were supposed to be married. So
right,
the two were basically locked at the hip.
Because they focused on the boat being in the harbor, and we went on the boat. We seen the prince and the two sand snakes, and the two sand snakes, baited him into a fight, which the one with the whip got very pissed off and said, "You're a greedy bitch."
That was so funny, and so it was like, damn, she was gangster with it. She was speared to the fucking face. Like, damn, am I watching God of War now?
I wasn't surprised by that because
it's a pretty badass scene. Yeah,
because if he was to choose to fight the woman with the spear, then the woman with the whip would have gone to come up from behind him and wrapped the whip around his neck and choked him to death. I mean, either way, he was dead. So it was not unexpected.
Being choked out is still more being better than being speared in the back of the head and the spear coming out from your fucking face like.
You do realize that both versions, both the spear as well as the whip, are not a good thing because they both result in your death.
Wait,
Yeah,
are you sure about that, Charles? Are you telling me that dying is somehow bad?
Right.
I'm not telling you, Matt. I'm telling Isaiah.
But you're telling
apparently
me.
it needs to be told.
His best answer would have been, "I'll take you both on."
Yeah, pretty much. That would have been so cool, but he's not good.
He still would have been screwed.
He would have
still would have been screwed.
He's stupid as hell. He was just stupid.
He would. He went up against two seasoned fighters, one with a whip, one with a spear, and all he had was just a little needle that was basically a rapier, and that's it. All he had.
To be fair, though, he knows that these women are sand snakes.
Right.
Yet his response was, "I don't want to hurt you," which makes me think that boy actually does know how to fight. He's just he's just stupid enough to put his back to someone.
Yeah, I want to say
I think that boy actually does know how to fight, and he thought he had a very serious chance of winning against one of them.
Right.
Yeah.
And,
he was stupid enough to think that they had a sense of honor. I wouldn't
call them seasoned fighters. I call them like they're very skilled, but I won't call them seasoned fighters. If they was very seasoned fighters, they would kill Jamie and his other guy. I can't remember his name. But easily, but they're not. They still need more ways.
Do you even know what
Wait. So what you're saying is anyone who can't beat Jamie must not be a seasoned fighter.
Especially Jamie with one arm.
Oh my God! This is really starting to hurt my head.
Yeah, he only had one hand. He still beat them. So, yeah.
Well, Whedon, if you're having an issue, we will feed you to the hounds. We will take your dead corpse.
Oh man, now I missed the hound.
The hound.
Is the hound actually dead?
Yes.
The hound is dead, but do you think
Are you saying this from hearing it, or did you actually read about it in the book?
I saw it on the show. That wasn't really a mystery.
He was left to die.
We didn't see a body.
He could survive. He could survive.
Yeah, because the Lord of Light came and saved his ass.
Yeah, he's dead.
Homie was bleeding out.
Yeah, because this is a show that like they save characters all the time.
I mean, Luke.
Yeah,
that's true. The one character they were supposed to save, they didn't.
Yeah.
This show has done everything so well, you know. We've got a committed psycho feeding his dead girlfriend to dogs. We have Brienne finally saving Sansa and pledging her allegiance to her.
Yeah,
I love it. That scene, I gotta say, that scene I thought was hilarious because when Sansa is reciting her part of it back, like in my head, I heard line. Like, can someone tell me the next line of this pledge because I don't fucking know it. Like that's what went through my head at the time. It's just like, oh, okay.
I mean, I posed this question when I did the show Sunday night. Isn't it when you run through water, dogs lose your scent?
Dogs lose your scent, but they can reacquire it on the other side of the water.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say, those are some vicious
if they can
bloodhounds.
find your tracks, they can reacquire the scent.
I mean, Greyjoy didn't have a problem going through that water. He didn't have to worry about nothing shriveling up into his skin.
I was actually also thinking that is it's got to be nice to be able to jump in that water and not have your balls like just be like.
I don't think he sees that as a benefit, personally.
You don't think he sees it as a benefit? I don't know.
Not so much.
I would look for the good in that anywhere I could because there's not a lot of good.
Now, I'm going to ask you guys this question. Do you think he's kind of redeemed himself a little bit with Sansa?
I think he's redeemed himself a little bit with everyone, including us.
Yeah.
Because because when he had his dick and balls cut off, I went, fucker deserves it. But now he has a chance to actually be a decent character.
Yeah,
someone who's not a dick. Yeah.
So, do we keep calling him Reek, or do we start calling him Theon again?
I think he's Theon again. Pretty sure.
Yeah.
Or
like
maybe even someone
else. He's definitely not the same Theon that he was before he got Reekified, but he's who he wants to be now instead of what he has been made to be.
Exactly, and that's just it. Is I really see him as the Theon that happened before everything went down was, in theory, a just and honorable man. Ish. In season 1, at the beginning, he was a just and honorable man. It wasn't until it wasn't until that honor was tested that he folded. Yeah.
See, I think he can fully redeem himself by telling Sansa once they get somewhere like into the Black Castle, just so you know, I didn't really kill your brothers. I used prop dummies to make it look like I killed your brothers.
Yeah. Maybe.
To instill fear. Your brothers are out there. I just don't know where.
Yeah.
They escaped me. They escaped me good.
They ran off. Rumor has it they ran off to be tree people who touch the dogs.
Hey, whatever floats your
Because why the fuck not?
And apparently the three-eyed raven is some weird old guy wrapped around in frickin' roots.
Don't talk shit about Bran. Bran's gonna start walking and riding dragons.
Hey, if it weren't for Bran, I wouldn't be able to shit in the morning. Wait.
That's a bad pun.
All of Matt's puns are bad.
Okay, now let's go back to Marine. I kind of love Tywin's little speech.
Tywin? Huh?
Whatever the fuck his name is, little man.
Tyrion.
I get them confused.
Yeah, okay, well, to end the confusion, Tywin's dead, Tyrion's not.
Dead.
But, you know, his little speech, and I loved how he refers, so you know how rich people walk? I mean, who says something like that? You walk like
I thought it was funny with his poor use of Valerian, where he pretty much made it look like that he wanted to pay to eat the baby, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I want to give you money.
I like how Viserys just came out and like,
to eat. Yeah, that was awesome.
Yeah. What was awesome? I wasn't here to join that whole conversation.
We're in Marine right now, where Tyrion said he wanted to eat the baby.
Oh yes.
For a quarter.
Yeah, I love that scene. I can't wait to see what Tyrion does with the harpies.
Dude,
Sons
I have a
of
feeling
the Harpy.
Tyrion is going to be a badass leader in that.
Yes, he is. So I can't wait to see how he does.
He's always been a badass leader. I mean, he ended up leading.
hell, he was.
Yes, but see, being here, he's not going to be contradicted by a little spoiled brat named Joffrey.
Oh, so he
has been in charge. He has been in charge twice. This is the third time he's been in charge. He was in charge of the battle.
Oh yes.
Because Joffrey ran off like a little bitch. He was
on his mom's lap.
He was in charge of the that main city King's Landing because of the fact that he was the I forgot his title. The king, the hand, and Tywin was gone, and now he's in charge of Marine. And he's always been an awesome leader while he was leading.
That is true.
And when Tywin took King's Landing from him, I was pissed.
So was I. Like, man, that's kind of fucked up. He saved the whole fucking town. It's like, wow.
Tywin got the props he deserved on the fucking.
It's like that was going to happen because I mean, if it wasn't made perfectly clear, Tywin hates Tyrion.
Yeah, and
before that whole getting shot with an arrow while sitting on the toilet thing.
Yeah, like Pulp Fiction.
I used to be an asshole like you.
Wow, he used that Skyrim Wow.
It's only a matter of time before somebody would bring that shit up again.
Overall, this was a pretty good entry to this season.
It was okay. I didn't hate it. It was just I wish it was a little bit more. That's all.
I thought it was really good. I do have to say that I would not categorize it as a great episode.
Right.
But it was very good.
The way I'm seeing it, remember, past seasons of Game of Thrones, Episode 9 has always been the one that rocked the boat, set everything in motion, all the deaths, all the good shit.
Yeah, Red Wedding, for example.
And then the 10th episode kind of gave you the progression leading into Season 6, well, the next season where the action begins. Last season, Episode 10 did all that.
Right.
So they needed this episode to move most of these stories along, and they moved all these stories along just lovely. I mean, we didn't spend a lot of time nowhere, but we went everywhere.
Yeah,
right.
Just about.
It was a little bit spread out a little bit.
Because everyone is spread out.
I know that, but can you focus on like 2 or 3 stories, not like several other stories at simultaneously times?
Is this like the first ever episode of Game of Thrones that you've seen, Isaiah?
No, not really.
Dude,
so
every episode focuses on like 5 stories.
We had Rain, we had Dorne, we had King's Landing, and we had
the Black Castle.
Mm-hmm.
Castle Black. So yeah, we had 5 stories total? Castle Black, and then we had wherever the Dothraki are.
And Bravos.
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, we went everywhere. That's what Game of Thrones does, Isaiah. They don't focus on one thing. They focus on many things.
Well, but the wall, they focused the whole section of the wall, which was a good scene, by the way.
Yeah,
we started the episode with the wall and ended the episode with the wall.
I know, because it was fucking badass. Like the Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, okay. Well, it's speculation time.
I have one.
Go for it.
Because of course you do. Go ahead about it.
Since there's going to be a war between the Sand Snakes and the Lannisters, it's not going to do anyone any good. It's going to be causing more bloodshed, and pretty much no one's going to have enough money for this fucking war if it's going to happen. Like, who the hell support this war if we have no money? So when that goes around, they're going to pretty much, and we all know this too. Be quiet, Lou. Be quiet. I see you over there. I see what that looks like expression.
Because money is not needed for this. Dorne, all they have to do is get on a fucking boat, sail across the sea, land somewhere not on King's Landing, but close to King's Landing, and march their troops to the front doorstep and say, "Come on, bitch, we ready to throw down."
Anyway,
you do understand that everything you just mentioned costs money?
Go figure. Anyway, back to my whole speculation
It
itself.
costs money to get on my boats.
Anyway.
Yes, it does. It's called food.
Anyway,
they already got it in their land.
So, when everything is all said and done, the King's Land will not be saved. If the White Walkers do come, and they will, they're going to take over like with ease, because who's going to stop them?
I think the season finale is going to be the White Walkers knocking down the wall.
That would be cool. That would be super cool.
Bold statement. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
I'm hearing the wall's supposed to come down, and what better way to do it within the last 2 episodes?
There is absolutely no way that anybody that is in the know could have spoiled the something that happened at the end of a book that hasn't been released yet.
It's a cool
theory, but it's a good theory.
Okay.
Yeah, I like that theory. I wish that does. Ooh, that'd be so cool, though. That'd be like apocalypse.
I don't know how the fuck they do it unless they had explosives.
Well, it's the White Walkers. They can do anything they want to.
I mean, homie could just rise the fucking dead with a snap of a finger. I could imagine what else he could do.
Right, he can do anything. He can do anything he wants to, so...
Yeah,
all that.
He could basically use the whites to basically just slam up against the wall and just topple it over on top of Castle Black.
No, he couldn't.
We don't know how powerful the White Walkers are. We don't know how powerful they really, really are.
Well, it's not even a matter of the White Walkers in general, as much as it is the matter of the Night's King in particular.
Yep.
Well, my thought on this is that wall's has got to be 70 I don't know, 75 feet wide. That's just like how deep it is,
Yeah.
and then thousands of feet tall. You ain't toppling that with the dead. You ain't toppling that with a million fucking giants. You just aren't doing it.
How about can they climb it?
Look, we've seen in the trailer where
No.
the Night's King has people on horses with him. So what if all those people all have a special power, and that's how they bring the wall down?
Yeah.
I have a feeling that
Well,
wall's
the
coming
White
down.
Walkers. The White Walkers do have supernatural powers that are mostly specifically connected to raising the dead, and can also like bring in like winter and all that. So maybe they could have control over ice, and they could basically just by bringing the wall down just by thinking it.
Yeah, if they could do that, they would have already done it.
Yeah, that's true too. Matter of fact, where's where's Cripple Boy at? We need him too. Where's he at? I forgot.
Yeah, I was like, we'll see him in a bit.
All right, cool. We need Cripple Boy. You need to save the day.
You mean Bran?
Yeah, Cripple Boy.
He'll be here next week.
Cool. He can save the day now.
But see, the question is, who are your other two dragon riders?
We don't know yet. I don't know who.
That's why you guess.
Oh, why didn't you say that? Cripple Boy and Jon Snow. There you go.
I was gonna say, like, we only need one more. We've got Daenerys, we've got Bran. We just need the third one who can basically talk to and command dragons.
Get Jon Snow.
Probably Snow and Tyrion.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Well, that'd be so cool, though. Oh, man. An epic battle with 3 dragons in the White
Because we
Walkers.
can see if Bran's powers is stronger by the time we see him. He controlled Hodor. Just imagine it with him controlling a goddamn dragon.
That'll make him like a god. Like,
And I mean, that's another theory that we can't back up, but it does make the most sense, is that he's basically in training
yeah.
to become dude from the Aragorn movie.
Wow. Don't you mean dragon riders?
Yeah, basically.
But yeah, and then Arya can be like the next. She can become Daredevil in the Game of Thrones universe. Yes.
She will be eventually.
Yes, she will be eventually.
Yeah, but once she masters her training and all this, she gets her eyesight back.
Aww.
She's not going to stay blind forever.
Yeah, I don't think so either.
All right.
And then we got, I mean, over under how many episodes you think it's going to take Jon Snow to be resurrected? I'm going with at least 4.
4.
Yeah, 4. Because it can't finish for so long.
I don't think it's going to take that long at all. Maybe I'll go under 4.
Okay.
Yeah, because
I'll say under 3.
Yeah. So,
I don't want it no more than 4, because if they drag out that storyline all fucking season, they're going to have some pissed off.
they won't. They're not Walking Dead writers. They're not the Walking Dead writers. They will not push it out for a very long and for no apparent reason. They're not the Walking Dead writers. I know that for sure.
Fuck it. Let's take this fight back and beat up the camera. So when we come back for season 7, you figure out who the camera was.
Exactly. It won't matter no matter what, because people are still gonna watch it.
Well, it was like it was still George R. Martin, so it's like, I mean, you never know. And then everybody died at the end.
Well, George R. R. Martin. The thing about George R. R. Martin, from Robert Kirkman, is that George R. R. Martin, he's a crazy mad genius that pretty much he knows you love the books, but he likes to fuck with you more and more. Like, I know you want the books, but I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna take my time with it. Robert Kirkman is like he has.
That man has issues.
Yes, he does.
Can I just say that if this book ends with, and then there was a giant war and a bunch of people died, but someone won. Oh, and then Cthulhu came out of the ocean and killed everyone.
Yeah,
I'm not telling him that. George R. R. Martin
I'm going to be fucking pissed if, like, the last chapter is, and the Lannisters were wiped out, 3 Starks are left, and Cthulhu came out of the ocean and devoured the planet.
The very, very last picture. It's just a very, very detailed image of George R. R. Martin's little finger.
No, he's acting angry little finger.
It's gonna end. It's actually gonna end like the Lord of the Rings. They're all gonna get on a fucking boat and sail away.
Ooh.
Come sail away, come sail away, come sail away
We
with.
ain't gonna know who got the Iron Throne because they're gonna be on a fucking boat sailing to go live eternal life.
Oh, there's my wild speculation.
Oh,
Some
boy.
motherfucker before the end of this show is gonna get that Iron Throne and melt that fucker down.
Why?
That's not the first time I've heard this.
Why would it melt the Iron Throne? That's so badass. Like, like you are the ruler.
Because that Iron Throne has caused so much pain and misery.
And it's gotta be fucking cold as fuck.
Like, that's the point of the Iron Throne. You're cold.
Comfortable as fuck.
No, you're
Come
cold.
on, if you want to keep the
4 hours at a time?
Hey, that's what Iron Throne is.
if you want to keep
Cold.
the Iron Throne, put some goddamn cushioning on it.
No.
Yeah,
This
no
one is
shit.
the Iron Throne. No, you're badass if you stay on the Iron Throne because it's cold and you're heartless. That's why it's up there. That's why the ladder is so high. That's why Littlefinger wants to get on that Iron Throne.
You know what? If I ever sit on the Iron Throne, I'm putting a pillow down. Okay?
Oh, you pussy. You're a pussy. You need to feel like it's cold. You gotta be like a man. Put some hair on your chest.
I want to be comfortable, you son of a bitch.
You're a pussy. Anyways.
Well, you could go sit on that wrinkled woman.
I'm a little surprised that Robert Baratheon didn't replace the Iron Throne with a porcelain throne.
For real. Would have saved him some time.
Would have saved him some time.
Yeah. Where's the king anyways? Where's he at?
He's crying in his bedroom because he can't figure out a way to get his queen back.
Yeah, because he's crying in his bedroom because he can't get his pussy.
That's so lame. He's so fucking lame.
He's
All right, this
14.
is something that I need to bring up.
He should still be a man. I mean, Joffrey's an asshole, but he still was doing
Isaiah.
crazy stupid shit.
Quiet. Whedon has something to say.
Which is not.
All right, this whole faction of religious zealots, I'm sorry, from the very moment that they were introduced last season, I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I don't give two shits about that arc because everybody in it pisses me off. That woman, that nun who says confess. I'm like, you know what? Shut the fuck up, bitch. Just goddamn it.
But they're hypocrites.
I hate
yes.
them all. I hate them.
They're hypocrites. Right, they're hypocrites. They're just not.
And then of course the main guy who lives in rags is like, you know what? Fuck you. You can stay in your slums and make your goddamn stew. Fuck you. Okay?
Yeah, they make Ramsay look like a decent person
Don't
because
make
they
fun
are.
of his tomato soup.
I mean, they're like the
I don't know
hypocrites
what
of
the
the whole
fuck
show.
that soup was, but I'm sure as that wasn't tomato.
But they're hypocrites though. It's like they're so full of
That's
bullshit.
That soup was made from the tears of the people that he imprisoned.
Dude, it's so bad. It was so bad that Cersei converted her cousin to fucking religion, and he became
Oh,
a
that was
psycho.
scary. Yeah, that was scary.
This is not a goddamn religion anymore. It's a fucking cult.
Well, it's neo-Nazi cult.
To be a little fair to this story, that's, I mean, maybe not quite to this extreme, but fucking close. That's how it used to be in the Renaissance and the Dark Ages and all that, especially in England.
Yeah, we actually got two factions now.
Like,
or pretty much. Go ahead.
yeah.
Yo,
You know, I don't know. I'm sorry. That whole thing just pisses me off.
don't worry, Whedon. The zombie mountain is going to tear their asses up.
Oh my God! When I see the fucking whites show up and start ripping those people apart, I'm gonna be jumping up and going like, yeah, fuck yeah, with a bag of popcorn in my arms. Okay.
I have a question.
Yes,
I have a really
In your
fucking
arms, how big is this bag of popcorn gonna be?
But really quick, really quick. I have a question. What's your guys' overall opinion of Ramsay Snow? Ramsay Bolton, sorry. Your overall feeling, because people are saying he's the most hated character on television. It's like, he's one of the best characters on television.
He's a sadistic psychopath. What more is there to say?
But
Yeah,
he's still cool.
He's the new Baratheon. He's the new Joffrey Baratheon.
No, he's not
Except
Joffrey.
he's
though.
worse. Except he's worse, if at all possible.
But he's not a terrible.
Joffrey is a sociopath.
Right, his character's not.
You know how Ramsay needs to be killed? Slow, and by Theon Greyjoy's hands torturing his bitch ass.
Nah.
With a
Like,
little bit of Sansa coming with a stick and ramming it up his
Well,
ass.
you know what?
No, Even the actor playing Ramsay Bolton doesn't like Ramsay Bolton.
Right, But that's what makes his character so fun to watch. Unlike Joffrey, who's just annoying. Ramsay Snow, you know he's sadistic and crazy, but he's not.
You know, I'm gonna say. I said this to you guys before, but I'm gonna say it now. When Joffrey Baratheon died from that poisoning at the Purple Wedding, I gotta say I felt bad for him. I was like, God damn, that is a horrible way to go. I felt bad for him. I felt sorry.
Did you
I
shed a
felt
tear?
weak.
I was like, fuck
I didn't shed a tear, but I was like, oh damn, that's actually hard to look at.
No, I don't agree. I would have hit. Everybody has seen South Park the movie.
Yes.
Yeah,
I would have
yes,
shoved a
yes,
pineapple so far up his ass.
No, wait a minute. No, that's Little Nicky. You're talking about Little Nicky, right? Because
That was Little Nicky. That wasn't South Park.
Yeah, that was Little Nicky.
Oh,
Yeah,
maybe it was Little Nicky.
Where they stuck the pineapple up Adolf Hitler's ass.
Yeah.
Okay. For some reason, I remember
Yeah, that was Little Nicky.
Bigger, longer, uncut.
Nope, that wasn't. I watched that movie religiously when I was in high school. That scene was not in that fucking movie.
Yeah, I saw that movie too. There's nothing.
Okay. In any case, yeah, I wanted to shove. I figured that's how Joffrey should die.
Joffrey died a good death.
Painful.
Holy shit!
It's satisfying.
Joffrey got what he deserved, and like I said,
as much as I know, it's like we could talk about Game of Thrones literally for hours. It's like I'm going to cut this off for this particular week's episode. It's like, don't worry, everybody. It's like we will absolutely be back next week with more Game of Thrones, because it's like we are first one episode deep into season 6, and Geeks Around will be with you every single step of the way at geeksaround.com. Don't forget to follow us on all of our social media madness, YouTube, Google+, Facebook, Twitter. We're on all of that. If you have anything for us, you can call and leave a message on our voicemail line. That number is 801-609-GOTR. Again, that is 801-609-4687. Until next week, we are Ghosts.
Bye-bye.